That's not how my camera's supposed to be facing right now. Hello, everyone. I hope this will be recording. I've never done a live thing before, but we just did our Yom HaBikkurim Paschal Easter services. And there were a few prayers I forgot to say in that recording. And so I wanted to get this out because it needs to be said tonight. So, some prayers I forgot are, you shall say this is the sacrifice of the Passover. Your mighty power did you wonderfully display on the Passover. To be the chief of all the solemn feasts did you exalt the Passover. You did reveal to the Orient Abraham the miracles performed at midnight at the Passover. And you shall say this is the sacrifice of the Passover. You did visit his Abraham's door during the heat of the day at the Passover. He entertained the angels with unleavened cakes at the Passover. To the herd he ran and prepared a calf, a prototype of the sacrifice of the Passover. And you shall say it is the sacrifice of the Passover. The Sodomites provoked God and were consumed with fire at the Passover. Lot was delivered from them, and he baked unleavened cakes at the Passover. You did sweep the land of Moth and Noph when you did pass through it at the Passover. And you shall say, this is the sacrifice of the Passover. Lord, you did smite the head of every firstborn on the night of the Passover. Yet did you, O Yahuwah, pass over your firstborn, Israel, marked with the blood of the sacrifice of the Passover, not suffering the destroyer to enter within my doors at the Passover. And you shall say this is the sacrifice of the Passover. The strongly besieged city, Jericho, was surrendered at the Passover. Midian was destroyed by the cake of barley bread, like the offering of an Omer at the Passover. The mighty pool and Lud were destroyed with burning conflagration on the Passover. And you shall say, this is the sacrifice of the Passover. He, the king, remained yet in Nob till the approach of the Passover. The hand wrought the extermination of Babylon, the deep abyss at the Passover. The watch was then set, and the table then spread at the Passover. And you shall say, that is the sacrifice of the Passover. Hadassah, Esther, assembled the congregation to fast 3 days at the Passover. The sworn enemy, Haman, did you cause to be executed on the gallows 50 cubits high at the Passover. The double punishment will you in a moment bring on Uts at the Passover. Your hand will then show itself omnipotent, and your right hand be exalted as on the night when we celebrated the feast of the Passover. And you shall say, this is the sacrifice of the Passover. To him praise is becoming. To him praise will always be becoming. And blessed are you, Yahuwah Elohim, King of the universe, who sanctifies us with your commandments and commands us to count the days of the Omer. This is the first day of the Omer. Thank you for attending this. I hope it will record it. Those are prayers I forgot to add to my Paschal Vigil celebration tonight. I apologize. And so there they are. And have a lovely Paschal tide. Thank you.